If we could stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We're going to have the presentation of recognition of the high school math team. And tonight I'm going to let Brian Tarbuck, a very proud math team dad, present those awards. So you can step up.
You're ready to go now?
Yep, head right up to the mic. There you go.
But I have a couple minutes. Got it.
I don't think it's working. I can't hear.
It doesn't look like that's on.
Okay, great.
Hello, everyone. So I am Bill Babbitt, and I am the coach of the math team. And I'll let you take it away.
Thanks for that great introduction, Bill. So the reason we're all here, as far as I know, the Marina Cook math team has never won a state championship before. Is that correct? Am I correct in saying that? So that's a good lead in. And so for Class C, math team state champions, they're right here, everybody. I'm going to go through your names. I'm going to try not to mess them up. It's only take a couple minutes. So thank you all for taking time out tonight. And congratulations. It's a big achievement. It's going to be a banner, I think, in the gym, so everybody can always see that. And it's written in English and not in weird math code, so we can all understand it. So that's good. So I'm going to call your name, and then you'll come up, and we'll shake hands, and I'll hand you a pamphlet, or not a pamphlet.
And if I can interrupt Mr. Tarbuck
do,
or
yeah.
Director Tarbuck,
Yeah.
please hang around for just a moment because we traditionally have state champs take a picture with the school board
No way.
members. So if you'll hang around for just a minute, we'll
Huge
take that
bonus.
quick
Good thing you
picture.
guys
So.
got cleaned up for this. All right, so first up, Kai Marcoux. Kai Marcoux. Anyone? Bueller? No? Okay. No Marcoux. Jacob Riley. Jacob Riley. Okay. Batting nothing. I know this guy, Jonathan Rouskulp. And Max Thomasone. Please step up. Audrey Tucker. Nice job. Oh yeah, Kata Bennett. Timothy Booth. I'll say it the right way tonight. No? I always call him Timothy at track. Okay. Miles Rosner. William Connors. Enthusiastic Joe Couture. Joe? Sawyer Rooney. Sorry? Didn't see. All right, hang on, stuck together. Jack Fowler. Fowler? Rhymes with taller, according to my pronunciation key. Damian Welch. Step right up. Maddie German? Maddie German. Nothing. Okay. Cameron Whittlefield. Not seeing him. Okay. Nico Martinez. No Cheeto. Nobody? That was a hard name to get right, and I nailed it. Sarah Muniz. Step right up, Sarah. Elizabeth O'Donoghue. Emma Rosner. Eli Smith. A stack of these. Meredith Thomasone. Quinn Whitney. 1 second, please. We got the minor technical. Help me out with this. Can you get these separated? I think that's one or two.
I think it's one.
Is it one? All right, you can have it. All right. I think there's the last one. Cooper Tarbuck. Oh, this guy. So with that, photo?
Yes.
Photo, yes.
Yep,
All
you wanna
right.
Come up.
Can we get all of the students to come right up, and board members, if you can squish together?
Yep.
Are you gonna take it with yours? Okay.
Nice job.
There we go. There we go.
I'll give you these together.
Sit. I won't move. That's the easiest.
Make sure you can see everybody.
Yeah, you can come over too.
Yeah, yeah,
You're
clear.
the one. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll come down here too.
Make sure you can see everyone's faces. Three.
Say bye.
Good job, everybody.
Congratulations.
Well done. Well done.
That was very nice.
It's like my daughter's last year, so I figured why not? I'll be here. I don't think we have any student representatives.
Yes, we do.
We do? Okay,
Yeah,
they're
we
standing in
have-
the
Yeah,
back.
they're over there.
We have. Okay, well,
I don't, yeah, I know. With them
I'll
knowing
just tell them to
around.
introduce
And then
themselves.
maybe, I'm not sure if one of them is a middle schooler up there, the young man standing with the sweatshirt on, or the,
So they
yeah.
Yeah, I have been, yeah. I'll just text it to you. Really? Yeah, I just texted it to Christine. I think I have your number, right? I think yeah, maybe not. Too many things open. School, yep, 602. Yep. Yeah, okay. I had it school board, who knows why. Thank you. Okay, perfect. All right, we have student reps next. Sorry, I don't have any names of who's here. Is there anyone from the middle school, Mr.? Yep, if you want to come on up, please. And introduce yourself so we know who you are. That would be great.
I'm Jake William. The spring sports in the middle school are underway. The basketball and softball teams had their first games last week, and they both won their game. Track has the first meet last Thursday. Both of them worked really hard and are in top 5 in the finish. Track also has its first home meet tomorrow at 3:30. Softball and baseball have a home game that should be exciting. Everyone is really looking forward to seeing all the athletes at Miraculous Middle School sign. Team Acadia is going to UMO for a 2-day field trip. Includes projects and visits at engineering, agriculture, and forestry schools. We also have Senator Angus King coming remotely to our classrooms later this month. And the students performing at Arch Night and in the ensembles are excited for the upcoming night.
That's good job. That sounds exciting. There's a lot going on, and back when I was maybe a little older than you, I spent the day with Senator King, and for some reason he never forgot that. I don't know why. I was calm and collective and didn't ask him a lot of questions, but he still remembers that. So have fun with that. Take care. Yes. Yeah, nice job. Thank you for coming. Next up, I believe we have some students from the high school.
Hi, my name is Hadley Farwell. I am a junior at the high school and I am head of Spirit.
And my name's Molly Woodford, and I am the head of outreach at the high school, and I am a senior this year. We're going to start out by just talking about what Senate's up to this month, this week. So the outreach committee is currently working on our community breakfast that we hold every spring. This year, it's on May 17th. It's from 9 to 12, and we got all the necessary approval for that, so we will be doing that. And we've been working on videos this year to help people learn more about Senate and want to sign up and join and be a part of it. So we've been working on videos each committee has that will be sending out with this year's applications.
The Spirit committee also just finished their video to go into the Senate application, so we're very excited for all of the new applicants to see that. We completed our reflection on how Winter Carnival went. We've been working on it. We finally finished it. And we also went back to the fall and how our homecoming went, our pep rally, and have been reporting on that. We're now working on creating new ways and opportunities to get more student involvement, whether that's in pep rallies, spirit weeks, or even at sports games or math team events possibly. We're also continuing to organize the closet that is kind of for every committee to work through. It's been a challenge, but we're getting through that. Yeah.
So wellness, it's currently May is Mental Health Awareness Month, so they have been planning out what they're going to do to raise awareness. Every year they hand out green ribbons at lunch so that people can put on their backpacks and wear, so those are being passed out. They are trying to think of challenges that students might go through and help them bring light to those challenges, and they also just completed their Senate video, so we are all on the same page with that. And Voice has just started the senior post because it is May and seniors are graduating. So they're posting on the class 2029 or the senior Instagram, posting students' senior photos and what their major is and where they're going, and that's always very fun to look at. But yeah, and they've been finalizing a student of the month plan for next year, which is going to be like a nomination basis, like you can nominate your friend if you think they've done something awesome, and they can earn student of the month based on a rubric that we follow to select those students.
Lastly, the technology committee has been working on putting the finishing touches on the student Senate application form for the next year, as well as planning and filming a short video overview of the committee, as well as like the rest of them. Today we did our nominations for council next year for secretary, treasurer, vice president, and president. We have one nomination for treasurer, one nomination for secretary, 5 nominations for vice president, and 2 nominations for president. So we will be doing our speeches on May 19th and then our final voting on May 21st or 22nd. We haven't decided yet.
That's it.
Sounds great. A lot of great things happening. Great job, ladies.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming. All right, next would be actually, it's adjustments. Citizens comments. Yeah, sorry. Citizens comments? Are done. Are there any online, Diane? Any comments? Any folks, if you want to let her know? Nope. All right, we will move along to additions, adjustments to the agenda by the Board of Superintendent.
I do have 2. They'll go on as 8J, the acceptance of resignation from Holly Johnston, elementary music teacher. And also an 8K, acceptance of resignation from Sarah Wood, kindergarten teacher at Manchester Elementary School. Even if I said that too fast, just tell me and I'll repeat it.
Do we have anything else from anyone? I hadn't heard from anyone. People have done a good job on letting me know, but. All right, moving right along. We will go into reports, and I believe, yeah, we have Amy Tucker here on behalf of the association tonight.
Good evening. I'm Amy Tucker, middle school teacher and secretary of the Maranacook Area Schools Association. As you may know, this is Teacher Appreciation Week, and we would like to say thank you to everyone who has expressed appreciation for our hard work and dedication. MASA has also recognized bus drivers, custodial and maintenance staff, administrative professionals, cafeteria workers, school nurses, and administrators this year. We would like to thank David Twitchell from Wayne, who kicked off our MASA organized school board visit. He joined a middle school music class, attended a high school algebra class, and observed a Lincoln Douglas debate on free will. He then made an impromptu stop at an elementary school as well. Thank you to the many staff who welcomed him as well, and we are looking forward to more visits to see our classes in action. Our German-American Partnership Program students had an unforgettable experience in Viersen, Germany in April. They stayed with host families, attended our partner school, and explored local culture through trips, museums, and shared activities. They traveled to Salzburg, visiting the Dachau Museum in Munich, castles, and the Alps. These experiences, made possible by our exceptional world language teachers and strong K-12 programming, leave lasting impressions and strengthen global understanding. Finally, MASA has been collaborating with the RSU 38 School Board's Communications Committee to gather data in a survey that we hope will be shared before the end of the school year. And that's all we have from the association.
Thank you so much. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Alrighty, next we have more reports, celebrations. Do we have any celebrations?
We don't have any formal celebration, but on behalf of the administrators that are here, I did send out a message to the teachers expressing our appreciation for the week, and I just want to say it publicly again. We recognize how much our teachers do for our students in the classrooms and the sacrifices they make and the relationships they form with students. And they are what makes Maranacook what Maranacook is. So I just want to say happy Teacher Appreciation Day/week. I know several of the PTOs are also sponsoring activities and other things, but just wanted to express that on behalf of the administrators that are here.
Thank you. And I will be making some deliveries tomorrow at some point. I'll be coming by your schools. I don't know when. Just fit it all in. I'll make it work. That's what I do. And there's cards for the board to sign. So if you haven't yet. So thank you for everybody for what you do. And I know there's been some great things from the PTO because I've seen some of the food at my house. So I can't eat it. So it's a bummer. Next, we will move on to. There's a bunch of committee meetings coming up. Just make sure, keep an eye on those. I know they can sneak up on you sometimes. I think there's a policy KE public concern. So if you have any issues, reach out to someone on the policy committee about that policy. All right, moving right along to action discussion. Informational items. Approval of minutes of April 2nd, 2025 school board meeting.
I move we approve the minutes of April 2nd, 2025 school board meeting.
Second. Moved and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor? Unanimous. Approval of minutes of April 16th, 2025 school board meeting.
I move to accept the minutes of the April 16th board meeting as read. Second.
Moved and seconded, discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Unanimous. Acceptance of donations?
I move to accept donations as read.
Second.
Haven't been moved and seconded, discussion? Seeing no discussion, all those in favor? Unanimous. Thank you everyone for their donations, they're greatly appreciated. Appointment of second probationary contract teachers.
I move to approve the appointment of second probationary contact teachers as presented by the superintendent.
Moved and seconded, discussion? Brian?
Quick question. I didn't know what that meant. Second, is there like animal houses, double secret probation?
So probationary staff, teachers specifically, come in and they have to do 2 years of probation before they move to continuing contracts. So that's why they're split, and it's a little awkward. So you move from probationary 1 to 2, and then from 2 to continuing contract.
Is that by position?
It is, yes. What's presented there is by position, yeah. Yeah. Good question.
It's not like other probation, Brian. All right, been moved in second. Any other questions, discussion? All right, all those in favor? Unanimous? All right. Appointment of first continuing contract teachers.
I move to approve the first continuing contract teachers as presented by the superintendent.
Second.
Have been moved and seconded. Any discussion, questions? Seeing none, all those in favor? Unanimous. All right, approval of private plan alternative to the main paid family and medical leave program.
I move to approve the private plan alternative to the main paid family and medical leave program as presented.
Second.
Haven't been moved and seconded. Discussion?
So just so that you guys know what that is, so you have just at least a little bit of background. Maine passed a paid family medical leave law for Maine, that's specific to Maine. It's funded through the employer having to pay 0.5% and the employee having to pay 0.5%. And this program is going to be run through the state of Maine. It doesn't start until May, I think it's May 2026, but maybe I've got the dates wrong, so I apologize if those are wrong. Anyway, it's like a year, 13 months away before it actually starts. There is a provision in the law that says if you'd like to go with a private plan, you can do so, and you have to meet a timeline for that. But one of the requirements is the board has to approve us exploring that plan, which is what this would authorize us to do. So MSMA is offering a private plan that they've done the research on, and it actually saves the district and the employees a little bit of money because we wouldn't have to pay those premiums to the state for approximately 13 months. But then we would start paying again once the program starts up, and it's run by a private program. The one that we are looking at is Guardian, the Guardian Life Insurance. And they actually have been doing this in 5 other states for approximately 3 or 4 years now. And it actually saves us money. So instead of 0.5% to the employer and the employee, it actually comes down to 0.44%. And I know it doesn't sound like a whole lot, but again, especially in the times we're in, every little bit helps. So we figured it was a way to save money, not just for the district, but for the employee also. So we just need board approval to be able to move forward. There is a provision, I'll just, again, being honest, they're building the program right now, so they have to reach a max capacity in order to be able to offer this to us. And it's guaranteed for 3 years. And then if the terms go up, we could go back to the state plan if we wanted to, or again, revisit a different private company plan if we wanted to. So right now it feels like a win-win for us. We got a very low offer, so we figured let's try to save the money while we can save the money for the district and the employees. So
Have we been paying already?
yes, we by law had to pay. Our first payment was actually at the end of April, so we had to pay that in. So you have to pay quarterly. So if we get accepted, we're going to have to continue with the deductions until we get accepted by the state, but then we can actually refund those payments right back to our employees, which is really nice to be able to do as well. So yeah, yeah. So we won't be able to pay the first 4 months back, but the second 4 months we actually can pay back to the employees, which again feels like a win to me. So every little bit helps.
David?
It sounds great. coverage is identical?
It's identical. They have to follow the main plan. And I'll try to say this as politically correct as I can. Having a company that's been doing this for several years, they're going to have a dedicated person. And I feel very confident that they will be able to handle the variety of requests that come along on their end because they have experience. And I'll just stop there. I think you guys can read between the lines.
Rebecca had a question. She was hoping to be here, but she's not feeling well. She was wondering if there's several bills in front of the legislature to repeal or to not have schools have to participate.
So
how would that work, or would the money get refunded to the
So
district?
basically, yes. So if something changes with the legislature, then, and school employees are exempt for whatever reason, then no harm, no foul. It just, we don't move forward, we get the money back.
I want to be clear, I have
that
no
kind of
idea where
thing.
those bills are going,
Yeah.
but she texted and wanted me to ask that, so I told her
No,
I'd get
that's a
an
great
answer.
question, so, yeah. But no harm, no foul. And if we do pay a premium and they exempt, then we would get that back and obviously refund it, so.
All right, thanks. Any other questions before we vote on this? Well, good work to everyone to find some savings for the district and for the employee. It's not often that both sides win, so.
Yes.
it's- Or, I won't say win, but come out a little bit ahead. Yep, I think, do we have one?
We had a motion.
Yeah, we had a motion. I thought we did, yes. Yep, we have a motion. Say it. All right, all those in favor? It is unanimous. Okay, next, we are consideration of overnight field trip, middle school team to University of Maine, Orono, May 25th to the 27th, 2025.
I move that we approve the overnight field trip as presented.
Second.
Haven't been moved and seconded. Any discussion?
Just so you guys know, Ms. Rosner agreed to come tonight, so if you do have any questions about the content or the plans, she's certainly prepared to answer those.
Well, I'd like to hear a little bit about what's going to happen. I'm always curious.
Sorry, I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
Well, if you can, you might as well hear a little bit.
I have to say I was here as a parent though first.
That's
so-
right. A proud parent.
Very proud parent.
No, as you should be.
So we will start on May 26th, actually, going to the UMO campus, where students will have a tour of the campus. We will have lunches provided by our school on the mall. We will have team building activities, visit the planetarium and the engineering school. Then we will have a night of crafts and/or using the rec center. Students will have choices there. They will overnight in our residence halls at UMO. They'll have breakfast just like a normal college student. Then we'll be off to visit the forestry school and the agricultural school, getting a tour of each. And then we will be having some guided kayaking and canoeing at the, I believe it's pronounced Harundo. I have not yet figured that out, but we're very excited about this trip.
Sounds really fun.
Thank you.
That's great. Thank you for the team for putting it together. Leslie.
One night.
Yes, Leslie, it's one night this year.
Yeah. So it'd be the 26th, 27th. Yes.
No, it's, you're right, it is the 27th to the 28th.
Oh, it's the
Now that
27th?
I'm remembering the 26th is that Monday,
Okay,
my
the agenda is wrong.
apologies.
So it's the 27th
7
to
to the
28th.
28th, yeah.
My apologies. We're not in school that day.
All right, any questions? Right.
I've been on a bunch of those field trips with middle school, and Katie in particular, all awesome, and love this that they're able to do. Very good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, all in favor? Unanimous. Have a good time. All right, next we have policy second readings. We have a bunch of them.
We have a bunch of them.
GC, go ahead.
I move to approve policy GCSA, employee computer and internet use as presented. I move to approve IJKA, staff and student computer use of generative artificial intelligent administrative guidelines. IJNDB, student use of school issued computer devices and the internet. JHB truancy is presented by policy committee.
Second.
All right, moved and seconded. Any questions?
Wendy
Wendy,
is
do
on
you
the
want
chair.
to,
She's
you want to
good.
give any? Sure, think we're-
She's like, don't put me on the spot.
any questions?
Yeah, so we spent 3 months?
Yeah.
3 months going through the AI policies with Diane. And we've tried to make them as kind of as liberal as we could, but also making sure there's some real walls around how the staff can use artificial intelligence, how the students can use artificial intelligence, so that where there is genuine learning opportunities to be had with it, we can use them. If there's ways that it can improve teachers, administrators' work flows, that can be explored. But if there's areas of like data privacy concerns and use for cheating, we have clear guidelines that say, no, you can't do that. And we try to incorporate them into existing policies versus writing a blanket new policy.
We'll be talking about AI policies for many years to come. I had confidence in that.
Yeah.
Any other questions? Thank you guys for all your work. I know the policies can be very difficult to deal with, so appreciate that. All right, all those in favor? Unanimous. Next, we're gonna chat about the annual meeting. I believe that's next week.
It is next week. So in your folders, there is the script that we normally use. We've obviously doctored up and got ready for this particular year. There's also a copy of the flyer that's going out in the mail that has all the annual budget information for the meeting. We have contracted with Aga Dixon from Drummond and Woodsum to be the moderator for us. Typically, we use Richard Spencer, but he's not available. I think he's in Greece or somewhere like that during the meeting. So they were kind enough, Aga was kind enough to step in, and I have a phone conversation that's happening with her on Monday of next week. So for those that are new to this, and as a refresher to the rest of us, it's all kind of scripted out. What we did is we went through and we assigned each one of you guys to one of the articles to read. So the moderator, for example, if we're looking at the beginning of the page, I'm going to use Article 3 down at the bottom. The moderator is going to read to see what sum, and then Annie would be the one to make the motion. And then she would also explain what the article is all about. And then again, the moderator takes over, walks us through the vote process, and then moves on to Article 4. And again, we just kind of at random went through and assigned people to the articles. So if you have any issues with any of those, let me know. And we can shuffle people around if we want to. But that's basically the process. And again, we'll be all up on the stage like we were last year. Be a podium. We'll all have the microphones so we can ask questions. We'll have seats in here. And again, someone, if there's any questions, comments, whatever from the audience, there will be a microphone for them to be able to go up to and ask their questions, make, whatever it is they need to do. But basically, when we turn the meeting over to Aga as the moderator, she controls the meeting from basically when she takes it at that point right through to the end. So again, I would encourage you to kind of look through, see what you're assigned to. I encourage you to practice it out loud. I know it's easy to read it in here, but to actually say it out loud is a good thing. It's a little bit of practice so you don't feel like you're stumbling. From there, I think that's basically it. There's a couple of you guys that have the long ones, so I apologize ahead of time. If you want to try to pawn something off, please feel free to do that. Just let me know and we'll make changes. Yes, Diane? Thank you. So at this particular meeting, we record it, we don't live stream it, okay? Actually, because we can't by statute. So we have to just record it, and people can view it. We'll post it as soon as we process it. We'll post it online right after that. So I think Claire's got a question.
Yep, go ahead, Claire.
I didn't get the paper, so I'm part of that.
No, you, unfortunately, yeah, you can't, as a student, you can't be part of that. So we would love to have you attend if you would like to, but I certainly understand if you've got other commitments that night.
You can vote.
Yes, yes, yeah,
As long as you're-
yeah. Thank you, Tyler. That's a good reminder to everyone. Yeah.
Or have I had an article for you?
Yeah. Leslie, I'm pawning mine off on you. Any other questions?
Yeah. And of course, if you look at it and you read it and you have any questions, please reach out to myself or Mandy for that matter, and we can walk you through whatever we need to, so. I know it's a lot to there's a lot on the pages, so I understand it takes time to process.
Generally goes
Yeah.
pretty smoothly overall.
Yeah. I just want to point out that these new flyers are really, really good. They're a lot better than
Yes.
the old newspaper style.
Well, I'll give a lot of credit to the office staff as a whole. There was a lot of input that went into that. I know Mandy's kind of the one that designed everything, but there was help that was needed from Donna and from Mandy and myself as we were putting that all together. So it was definitely a team effort to put that together.
Especially good to distill it to 2 pages.
Yes.
You know, that's
And it's so attractive.
Yes.
It's easy to read.
Yeah.
Ski.
Yeah.
Is there any other questions about the annual meeting?
And I apologize, Sean, as you're looking at those flyers, obviously the first time we've done it this way, so please feel free to provide feedback. Because we're trying to make it as useful as possible, and it is a different way, so any feedback that you give is certainly welcome. And if it's not now, later, that's totally fine. Sorry, Sean.
No, no worries. All right, I think we're good. Motion to adjourn.
Oh, no.
Oh,
We have
oh,
the
we have,
extras.
oh, I was
Sorry.
jumping the gun. I forgot about this on it too. That's right.
Holly Johnson.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Real quick, acceptance of resignation of elementary music teacher Holly Johnson.
I move to accept the resignation as presented.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? All in favor? All right, unanimous. K, acceptance of resignation of Sarah Wood, Manchester Elementary kindergarten teacher.
I move to accept the resignation of Sarah Wood, kindergarten teacher at Manchester.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? All in favor? Unanimous. All right, now motion to adjourn. Done. Have a good night.